Oh. Holy shit. Folks, all I gotta say is it feels good to be back. Believe me when I say this, that, not in the same spot, if you can't tell. I'm actually in a brand new apartment complex now. I spent last weekend doing nothing but moving everything, and it was such a pain in the ass. I have 2 display cabinets at home, that are, well, here I should say, that are just, they're so fucking hard to get up a flight of stairs. But here we are. Brand new apartment, brand new place. I really am so fucking glad. I'm out of a bug infestation and a rodent infestation place back into something new. And it is just so fucking worth it. So fucking worth it. I cannot complain enough about that place. I will not lie. I cannot complain enough. There ain't enough time in the day for me to bitch about what my last landing was like. These new guys are already off to an amazing start. We told them that, we're having issues with the alarm panel system, because now we caught that. And we're having issues with it. Turns out it wasn't programmed yet because the company that's supposed to be programming them isn't in yet. He told us that. He said that he'll be there tomorrow to program your guys'. Programmed it. He didn't tell us the code, but he told the landlord the code. Made no sense to me. So now I got the door code for the alarm panel system, and got notice that the key fobs for all doors is going to be active here pretty soon. So that's going to be something that's going to be completely fucking well worth it. Like, I am so tired of living in such a non-secure place. Like, it is unbelievable how unsecure the place was. First things first, though, we're going to take care of getting the car paid off real quick. We got to make a quick payment on it. Then we're going to do the podcast, so that's means I'm going to be in character the whole fucking time. No joke, the whole time. Unfortunately, since when I wasn't really around this week, I was super busy with shit. I wasn't able to get anybody on the podcast. But that can be solved here pretty soon. I got a bunch of articles that I can talk about and things that, that we can discuss and whatnot. Which is what's going to be fun. So we're going to treat it like a podcast, and then once we get towards the end of it, we're going to switch gears. Probably going to be doing this for a good hour. There we go. This isn't the R32, I don't need to e-brake when I fucking turn.
We need to meet up for drinks.
Cheeto and the others must not be awake right now. That's fine. Just means I got the whole studio to myself. Actually, I think Leo's awake, but I think Hate Leo here on Twitter's Leo. Yeah. Okay, let's party. Let's get everything set up. First things first. What's the fucking hexadecimal for like an icon? For fucking... It's K. There we go. Markdown supported. Okay, so it does. Okay, so okay, I remember that now. Quiet while in the hall. Ah, fuck it, we'll just leave it on here. Oh, that's fucking huge. Distance might be a little too far, but that's perfect for me. I think this TV here is the one. Let's just check to be sure. Which TV is it? It would be playing. all week to think about this, and I got no name yet. hello, and good afternoon, Los Santos. Hope everybody's having a fun and happy Friday afternoon. It has been one hell of a fucking day. I gotta say, it's been pretty hilarious. To say the least, we finally got everything up and running out here. This is Xavier Guile out here on the X Talks podcast. I hope everybody's having a fun time today. Holy shit, has it been an exciting week. We have a lot of things that have just happened over the course of the last week. Just last weekend, in fact, we had the opening of the jacket, or the yellow jack, excuse me, Jesus Christ, having a fucking tongue twister today, to say the least. The Yellow Jack, which is owned by the Spartans, is a new bar that just opened up just outside of Sandy Shores. Honestly, I gotta say, if they keep that fat ass fucking screen they got over there, I'm gonna be heading on over there just to fucking view fucking movies, if you feel me on that one. Plenty of fucking shit going on in the city this week. We've had on the rise a shit ton of street races all across the city. Everything and everyone out there has been racing cars like crazy out there. Just to name a few races in the last couple of days, there's been several races down on just Fury Road and around the city, just to name a few. Hey, if you want to get on that, that's up to you, man. Honestly, I ain't gonna complain. Fuck, I used to do that shit all the fucking time. Honestly, I still do. Everybody loves to drive fast. No one really cares. Except for, of course, the finest enforcements, I guess is the best way to put them, of the Los Santos Police Department and the Bone County Sheriff's Department. Gotta love them. Yeah, you gotta love them. Totally. I'm being totally fucking sarcastic, of course. No. There's been some choice things happening around the area with just them alone. I mean, honestly, all things considered, has anybody else felt like that they've been using extreme excessive force here lately? I mean, just last week I had to be the negotiator for my own hostage situation. What the fuck's up with that? At the end of the day, the hostage shouldn't be the one that has to remain calm and get everybody to calm down and get off of a Mexican standoff. That should be something that the BCSD and the LSPD should be doing automatically. I mean, what the hell? It's like they're just pulling these people right off of the street and saying, "Here's a badge, here's a gun, go out, have fun." It seems like. I mean, not to rip on them too much, because the times that they are decent, you can't really argue with it. But there are times that the LSPD and the BCSD are just extreme force that's just completely unnecessary. But who knows? Maybe that'll change here pretty soon. Maybe this will be the voice that changes all of that, and we actually start seeing the BCSD and the LSPD actually being decent folk. Who knows? I mean, honestly, all things considered, anytime they show up, there's always a fucking gun out and someone's getting shot, or they're exercising a warrant. I don't fucking know. Do they do anything else other than that? Regardless of what's been going on with all that, it has been quite one hell of a fucking day, to say the least. How's everybody doing in Los Santos today, though? I mean, I am certainly doing crazy out here. I mean, I'm just stuck in the studio today. I'm not gonna lie about that one bit. Being stuck in the studio, whew, it'd be nice to be out and about like what you guys are. But hey, regardless to say, it is certainly fun times. Expect some sunshine today by the looks of it, and possibly some rainfall. There's a 20% chance of rain. Has anybody else, though, noticed a whole shit ton of Shrek figures all around? Shrek figures and cosplayers all over the city here lately. I mean, I'm for one am for our little green giant boy, but honestly, these ones, for some reason, there are several folks in these costumes that are extremely aggressive. I mean, we're talking literal throwing fists and throwing hands at you for that one. I mean, honestly, if you see them, just avoid them. There has not yet been a single Shrek cosplayer that I've met that has been a decent person, to say the least. Hopefully everybody is having an absolute fun time out here in Los Santos. If you have any questions for anything on the podcast, or you would like to actually come up in here for an interview, do not hesitate to tweet out to us at Rockford Records or at RacerX here on Twitter in Mainframe. Hope everybody's having a fun, happy, and safe day out here in the city. I will not lie to you guys. It's been quite an interesting time. With everything on the rise here lately, though, it makes you wonder, like, if there's some kind of like bigger plan going on out there. Certainly seems to be with the racers, that's for sure. Racers have just been coming out left and right, and it has been quite the interesting scene to see the least. But anyways, enough about me yakking for a little bit. Let's take a quick commercial break. Let's go with one of our Rockford Records signals. It's JP and Never Left.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. JP. I'm back on the streets like I never left. I bet that it won't be a problem. Cause I am the beast that you shouldn't test. The Spoonie done turned to a goblin. I'm flooding the block with the work. Ain't stressed because I hit the perp. The locals be going berserk. Hands up or get put in the dirt. I'm back on the streets like I never left. I bet that it won't be a problem. Cause I am the beast that you shouldn't test. This Goonie done turned to a goblin. I'm flooding the block with the work. Ain't stressed because I hit the perp. The locals be going berserk. Hands up or get put in the dirt. You know I get it. Be hit the back of your dome like smoking a chrome. I am the illest. I'll take over your zones, breaking the homes, yeah. Up in proficiency, can't no one touch my delivery. Whipping up high with efficiency, waving a stick like a symphony, yeah, yeah. When I'm in a bind, money be crossing my mind. Bag it up, sell it in dimes. I'm always dodging the nines. Me and my slimes, re-up supply, yeah. Tucking my P99, but flexing with the 50. Not gonna admit to the crime, them coppers gotta get me, yeah. House on the hill, but I come from the slums. Raised by the streets, so I'll die by the gun. I'm better run if I reach in the trunk. Trust me, my boy, you ain't looking for funk. Damage is done, so I'll medicate. Breaking your house, get your section 8. Breaking the law, I'm a renegade. If I'm cooking, then you know I'm serving plates. I'm back on the streets like I never left. I bet that it won't be a problem. Cause I am the beast that you shouldn't test. This Goonie done turned to a goblin. I'm flooding the block with the work. Ain't stressed because I hit the perp. The locals be going berserk. Hands up or get put in the dirt. Spin a block, then let it go. Got sick, got blue, got them edibles. On pace with the beat like a metronome. And I never put a box on a pedestal. On the run, fuck the case if it's federal. But I'm tied to the streets like it's Myrtle. Buck 12, they can hang on my genitals. Heard them say that the view is incredible. They be so fake wherever I go. Ain't none of these pussies considered my bros. To keep it 100, I'm ready to blow. But I am a student, I stick to my code. I know how it goes, just know that I know. Have your rule spinning, ain't nowhere to go. We're out in the woods, ain't nowhere to go. Alpha I am, just know that it shows. It ain't a game, I'm really out here with the killers. So rep your set and tell them coppers come and get us. We are the legends in the streets, they won't forget us. We are the legend in the streets, they won't forget us. I'm back on the streets like I never left. I bet that it won't be a problem. Cause I am the beast that you shouldn't test. This Goonie done turned to a goblin. I'm flooding the block with the work. Ain't stressed because I hit the perp. The locals be going berserk. Hands up or get put in the dirt. I'm back on the streets like I never left. I bet that it won't be a problem. Cause I am the beast that you shouldn't test. This Goonie done turned to a goblin. I'm flooding the block with the work. Ain't stressed because I hit the perp. The locals be going berserk. Hands up or get put in the dirt.
Once again.
Oh man, you gotta love that latest single from JP here at Rockford Records. That was just a hell of a track. Cannot argue with that one bit. Probably one of the more better tracks he's done out here at Rockford Records. That's just one artist that we have out here. We have several actually. Just to go give a couple of shout outs to some of them. We got Sean Don out here. We got Leo as well as Rich out here. And of course we got Vic and JP always out here all the time. Why don't you guys stop on by if you think that you have what it takes to be a rapper, or if you want to do something else like country or even rock, metal, any of that stuff. We'll take anybody as long as you got what it takes to be a songwriter or a lyricist or even a singer. We'll take you. Hell, we might even end up here on the podcast, have a nice little interview with you on that one. But one of the things that is just downright fucking crazy out here in the city anymore is just the simple fact that, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but it just seemed like even just with the PD having itchy trigger fingers, the locals have extreme trigger fingers. I mean, shit, I can't even go outside out of my own home anymore without all of a sudden getting caught up between two guys fighting each other and instantly shooting each other in the face. I mean, just outside of the block, I about had 3 bullets whiz by me. It's fucking crazy. But I'll admit, it's nowhere near as bad as what it was at, definitely at what it was in Fudge Lane, that's for sure. one of the things that always just is just crazy to me also is just how many people out there just have the craziest of things happen to them. I mean, just last week, I got fucking kidnapped by a guy in a skeleton costume and another guy in a pumpkin outfit. Yeah, not a pumpkin mask, a pumpkin outfit. I mean, I kudos to the guy for putting effort, but I wonder if that pumpkin actually was a live one or something. Hey, we got Tay Seisty listening in from Little Soul. Hey, thanks again, Tay, for listening in. I about said Tasty. That's my bad. You know, me and names don't really go together. It's more along the lines of, you know, faces are better to me than names. But that's just me, you know. How many mechanic shops do we have in the city in today's world? Let's see here. Well, we have, off the top of my head, I can think of we only have like 4 or 5 mechanic shops. How many of them are often open, especially during this hour? I mean, Flywheels, I don't think has ever not been open during these hours. It is unbelievable, like how quick they are with their services as well. But I mean, how many people go in for luxury autos and wanting to get a new car and have to wait for somebody from, I can't even remember the name of the garage. Can't even remember the name of the shop. Still though, I mean, I think honestly they're in the middle of construction of an actual shop that people can actually go and purchase their cars here on Power Street and Hawick Ave, just outside of the bank, just there. So, you know, at least that's something that's going positive. maybe the dealerships guys were just like, yeah, no, we're tired of having to wait for you guys to show up. We're gonna make our own shop. Regardless, though, it is definitely something else and something to behold. Hopefully everybody's voted this week. Especially if you're out here in the States, make sure that you have voted, you know, and make sure that those ballots count, because, you know, every little bit helps. I ain't gonna lie. I voted. I'm surprised I could vote with the rap sheet that I have. But still, you know, maybe eventually we might actually have that kind of thing going on in the city, you know? Maybe we might be able to elect our own mayors and judges and all that shit, you know? That could be something that'd be kind of cool to see. Won't deny one bit. Honestly, all things considered in the justice system, I've been seeing more and more tweets out lately of people asking for lawyers. More than anything. I mean, how many lawyers do we even have in the city? Seriously. I can't even think of one off the top of my head. That honestly, I mean, but then again, I hardly ever get caught with my shit. I don't know about you guys, but I hardly ever get caught. Of course, then again, I'm always up here at the studio, not doing stupid shit. But hey, everybody's got to make that money somehow, right? Whether it's robbing a bank or going out up here and making a track. Speaking of tracks, why don't we get another song going for you guys here? This one is from Sean Don, the Chiliad Cypher. Then we got another one for the Angels of Death out there.
Once again, welcome back to the Chiliad Cypher. Of course, by now, you know your host, Sean Don. We're gonna get into it like this, though. Flow so crazy. Ain't gotta say it again. I never pretend. I keep it 100 at all times. Nothing fake about me, baby. Sean Don. I'm that dude. You act rude. I keep a tool close by. Even when I'm out eating wonton, I'm too cool. Like the toenails on a polar bear. Long hair, I don't care. I keep her wet like a pool. You feel me? Just like my masseuse do. No need for a Blue's Clues to find out I kill beats. I'm Sean. Just like Neo, I'm no one. Mount Chili, yeah, it was fun. Thanks to Blaze It for the blunt. When I get high, I stay fly. No pun intended. Go back to the beginning because that's it. I'm finished. Gone. Had to channel my inner the baby on this one. Appreciate y'all listening. Now I catch you on the next one. Holla.
Rolling down the highway, sitting on twos. The angels are coming, looking for you. We are 1%ers, we live it true. Now Polito Bay's covered in blue. Idris and Dev, hey, hey, Idris and Dev, hey, hey, Idris and Dev, hey, hey, Idris and Dev.
And Polito kicking dust up, slide down the biggest, get a bike touch, hit the E-way and did the whole thing. Had a wrecking crew come break your chain, had a ride out and everybody came. All you see shine is 1% change. On the Tina J Max switching lanes, got Moose and Jack pass a paper plane. Got a car to say Bishop win the same. He stared at the cop, had him leaking crazy. On the tight rig out chase play, they got Joe and Flick guarding the way. All the ops know AOD don't play, get ran over, get out the way. They had a kid back at the compound, but the girls through there trying to get down. Had the party turn, yeah, the angel way. Big bikes and guns like every day. Had the ops scared, linking up and patch. Just tell them, take it from the back.
Rolling down the highway, sitting on twos. The angels are coming, looking for you. We are 1%ers, we live it true. Now Polito Bay's covered in blue. Idris and Dev, hey, hey, Idris and Dev, hey, hey, Idris and Dev, hey, hey, Idris and Dev, hey. BCSO better run, the angel is coming. Bishop just got him a new blade, you better start running. Tina got back from the gym, she knocking out something. They don't mean Bahama mamas whenever they doing some clubbing. Better watch out, get the Glocks out. Wrecking crew done got the stocks out. They gon' lock down and go. Rock and roll with the lock control. Beacons got the glow, you better go there. Don't be rotten old, spot exposed. Product sold, you heading nowhere but we. Rolling down the highway, sitting on twos. The angels are coming, looking for you. We are 1%ers, we live it true. Now Polito Bay's covered in blue. Idris and Dev, hey, hey, Idris and Dev, hey, hey, Idris and Dev, hey, hey, Idris and Dev, hey.
Like the way you die, boy.
Gotta love it when the fucking spinner decides to keep on going. Apologies for that one. We're trying to keep this one Purple Eye friendly as possible. Cannot deny one bit, though, that it is nice to hear. That was the latest from Rockford Records AOD Anthem. That is a track that we here at Rockford Records actually did shortly just before the AOD's ride. That was a fun day. I will not lie one bit. That was honestly quite fun. I bought a Demon Custom just for that. And honestly, I can't deny it. Riding on a bike like that, just feeling that kind of power just underneath between your legs and all that stuff, it is impressive to say the least. Highly recommend anybody gets a fucking bike, whether it's a crotch rocket or a chopper or fuck, even a BMX bike. It's just something else. That was a fun day. I cannot deny though, we did have a fun little time of people accidentally getting smacked by the locals, which is segue into our next subject, is the locals themselves again. I don't know about you guys, but has anybody else noticed that the locals are especially unfriendly to us citizens? I mean, doesn't it seem like they deliberately just try to hit you out of nowhere, just completely smack you upside the head? It just seems like that, doesn't it? Is that just me, or am I crazy? I hope it's not just me. Well, If I'm being honest here, honestly, I do, because we here at Rockford Records, we don't want to see anybody getting hurt out there, especially. But hey, I can't tell you what you can and can't do. What are we, LSPD? But regardless, to say the least, definitely something else. Hey, we got a couple people tweeting out here asking questions about, hey, how do we get down? Well, why don't you just stop on by to the studio? If you got a song idea for us, or you want a specific artist of ours to play a song for you guys, just come on down to the studio. You cannot miss it at all. Definitely cannot. Our studio is located at 7210 just on South Boulevard Del Perro. You definitely just cannot miss it. Just look for the giant Rockford Records logo right next to Life Invader. You gotta love Life Invader, honestly. I mean, those guys are something else right now. Anybody else hear that their VR headsets right now are plummeting in sales right now? That little VR center that they made for themselves has now caused them to completely crash in the market. But, if you want to dump money into that, that's up to you. That's just me, though. I won't deny it one bit. I got one of those headsets myself in my apartment, if you know what I mean. I mean, sometimes you just gotta sit down and enjoy yourselves. But somebody who's as big as me and the size if I am, sitting there trying to swing around my arms and all that stuff certainly sucks. But it certainly takes smashing your TV with a Wii remote to the next level. That's definitely for sure. Oh, hella. Has anybody else noticed that there's a shit ton of different cars out there in the city here lately? I don't think I've ever seen anybody drive the same thing as someone else. And that's something that I love to see, honestly. I feel like a car is something that you can tell someone's personality for. Like, if they drive a Nightblade, they're someone who enjoys the outdoors, that enjoys being on their own and just driving and riding and having a fun time. Or somebody who's driving like an R32, for example. Like, they love speed, but they also know that sometimes the classics is just how you do it. I mean, honestly, that's always cool to see. And I can't argue when I say that PDM prices, honestly, are pretty damn fair for all things considered. You can get some decent cars for less than 30 grand. And since when it doesn't take you very long, and especially when you're doing business jobs or even doing it the non-legal way. Now, us here at Rockford Records, we don't suggest that you go out and rob banks, but we ain't gonna stop you from doing it. That's for sure. But we don't encourage that, but we don't condone it either. To say the least. Fun times. I gotta admit, though, I enjoy being out here with everybody and enjoy what they bring, especially during car shows. I mean, I saw somebody with a fucking rat rod. Now, if anybody doesn't really know what a rat rod is, think of like a pickup truck that has the engine the size of a fucking tank, basically. They're huge, and they always have like ridiculous like exhaust systems or spoke systems, all that stuff on them, and they're just crazy. The customization options on all of them is just insane. It's unbelievable, like what you can see out there in the city. And that's what I just want to see. Like, go down to any of the mechanic shops and get your stuff. I mean, some of the mechanics honestly have really, really good tastes. Cannot argue that one bit. Anyways, we're gonna just go right back into Fade Away here. Excuse me, JP's latest single. Since when we had AOD's single. Tongue twisters, folks. We're gonna play JP's latest Spartans.
JP, yeah. Hey. Spartans, pushing my drill when I spark it. Team full of shooters and marksmen. Finish whatever you starting. Spartan, pushing my blow when I spark it. Team full of shooters and marksmen. Finish whatever you starting. Hey. Spartans, prepare for glory. Come by vacation, leave by cremation. That's what the Spartans be saying. Now some of whatever you need, and that's just whoever be paying.
I was just
Thinking about
watching,
robbing the
making sure you're
mines,
okay,
they
bro.
roll up
That
your
was
head and
it,
get
dog.
caved in.
Good, dog.
You may be
Go
thinking
back.
they playing,
G,
but
I
they
love
burning
you,
whatever
dog.
remaining. The Spartans a brotherhood, nothing they was seen in Hollywood. All of they members is probably good. Red dot to your face like it's Bollywood. Pull up to fly wheels, get whatever you need done. They properly handle their business and then run it back like a rerun. Stick to their side like a ski jump. Number one patches, they freedom. County boys pull up their speed guns, but they always lost when they see dust. Spartans, cushion my drum when I spark it. Team full of shooters and marksmen. Finish whatever you startin'. Spartan, cushion my blunt when I spark it. Team full of shooters and marksmen. Finish whatever you startin'. Hey.
And that's another single from our Rockford Records' own JP, or John Perez. Gotta enjoy that stuff. Everything that he releases has just been super good. But then again, everything that our boys down here at Rockford Records have released has just been top notch. Cannot deny it one bit. Just enjoy that stuff. We had a lot of guys out here who are already brainstorming right now. Hell, if we headed into Studio B right now, I guarantee you someone's brainstorming something up right now. Needless to say, though, I hope everybody's having some fun out there and staying safe out there. I hear some interesting rumors going on out there about the marketplace sale. I mean, I don't know about you guys. If you head down to the market down at Legion Square, you'll find some really interesting stuff that's up for sale right now. I think I saw somebody trying to sell, and I shit you not, meth. I mean, I could have sworn I saw someone list a listing up there for like something like some kind of illicit drug. Now, I don't know about you, but all things considered, I wouldn't want to trust these guys with my weed or any of that thing for that matter. I mean, I barely trust them with the Pokemon cards that I put up for sale, honestly. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy. I mean, think about it. Like, you're basically entrusting, like, you don't keep your item. You basically put it up there for someone to buy, and they hang on to it. What's stopping somebody from, say, you know, snorting that coke or hitting that joint that you've put up there for sale with your hard-earned time and money that you've put in that effort into making that perfect joint, only to find out that when you put it up for sale, some guy on the other side of that company's walls decided, fuck it, we're not going to sell this. We're just going to take it into the back and smoke it. I don't know if I wanted to. I'll be honest with you guys. I mean, honestly, if that was me, I'd probably do that. I mean, shit. If it's just laying around, fuck, I'll do it. I'll just stick the money down for someone, and then, you feel me on that one? I'll just stick the money down and get the joint myself. Now, there are some interesting stuff that's up for sale. Several repair kits, especially. Cannot deny that repair kits are almost a necessity, especially with the rise, again, on street racing. I don't know about you guys, but I've noticed several races have been active. But anybody else find it a little weird that even the LSPD is using the app? Like, it's scary to think that these guys on their own phones don't even have that, you know, ability to just open up their phones and see what's going on in the races and whatnot. It's scary. You know, the app is technically unprotected, so if somebody really wanted to rat on folks, all they'd have to do is just open that app and see like what races are currently active. That's a scary thought. But I think that's what street racers especially want. They want that adrenaline rush. Because, well, most of us are in it for the lap times and breaking records, especially records on fucking everything. But I'll ask people this one. Let's see if people know where this track's at. Nürburgring Short Circuit. Never know where it's at. Number 4. See if you can find that one. I want to see somebody break that track's record. Because I have no idea where the fuck it's even at. Every time I try to look for it, it's out in the middle of the fucking ocean, is from what the GPS tracker's telling me. And I know for a fact that I can't get a car to magic its way across that area. That's for sure. Don't forget, though, you know, if you're going to do those kinds of races, don't forget to do an engine swap down at Beakers. I mean, honestly, all things considered, the engine swap is just a necessity anymore with these races. Because sticking anything else other than a V12 in your car, you're just asking just to get stomped. I recently just ordered myself a Champion, and I've been doing some heavy payments on that one. But I don't want to do. I'm honestly nervous about doing any type of modification to that car until I get the sucker fully paid off. I don't know about you guys, but that's just kind of how I am. Anybody else like that? Why don't you tweet about it? Like, let's see what people have for cars. Let's blow up Twitter with pictures of cars, or even Instagram for that matter. Let's see what everybody has out there in the world. because I'm definitely curious to see, and I love seeing that kind of shit what people bring to play. All things considered, though, I hope everybody's having fun out there. Weather out there outside is looking pretty fair right now. Honestly, like I said earlier, we're expecting a little bit of rainfall, but that should not be anytime soon. Looks like it won't be for another hour or two. But hey, I'm not a weatherman. Honestly, I wish we had our weatherman guy, but yeah, he kind of stepped out and hasn't been back since. But we'll see what happens. Maybe after he hears the podcast today, maybe he'll finally show up. But we'll see. No offense, man. Definitely would love to have you around though. Why don't we get another track going from JP again? Now, since when I know a couple people haven't had the chance to hear this track again, let's play JP's "Never Left" again.
Yeah. JP. I'm back on the streets like I never left. I bet that it won't be a problem. Cause I am the beast that you shouldn't test. The Spoonie done turned to a goblin. I'm flooding the block with the word. Ain't stressed because I hit the perp. The locals be going berserk. Hands up or get put in the dirt. I'm back on the streets like I never left. I bet that it won't be a problem. Cause I am the beast that you shouldn't test. The Spoonie done turned to a goblin. I'm flooding the block with the work. Ain't stressed because I hit the perp. The locals be going berserk. Hands up or get put in the dirt. You know I get it. Be hit the back of your dome like smoking a chrome. I am the illest. I'll take over your zones, breaking the homes. Yeah, up in proficiency. Can't no one touch my delivery. Whipping up high with efficiency. Waving a stick like a symphony. Yeah. When I'm in a bind, money be crossing my mind. Bag it up, sell it in dimes. I'm always dodging the nines. Me and my slimes, re-up supply. Yeah, tucking my P99, but flexing with the 50. Not gonna admit to the crime, them coppers gotta get me, yeah. House on the hill, but I come from the slums. Raised by the streets, so I'll die by the gun. Ops better run if I reach in the trunk. Trust me, my boy, you ain't looking for funk. Damage is done, so I'll medicate. Breaking your house, get your section 8. Breaking the law, I'm a renegade. If I'm cooking, then you know I'm serving plates. I'm back on the streets like I never left. I bet that it won't be a problem. Cause I am the beast that you shouldn't test. This Goonie done turned to a goblin. I'm flooding the block with the work. Ain't stressed because I hit the perp. The locals be going berserk. Hands up or get put in the dirt. Spin a block, then let it go. Got sick, got blue, got them edibles. On pace with the beat like a metronome. And I never put a box on a pedestal. On the run, fuck the case if it's federal. But I'm tied to the streets like it's Myrtle. Fuck 12, they can hang on my genitals. Heard them say that the view is incredible. They be so fake wherever I go. Ain't none of these pussies considered my bros. To keep it 100, I'm ready to blow. But I am a student, I stick to my code. I know how it goes, just know that I know. Have your room spinning, ain't nowhere to go. We're out in the woods, ain't nowhere to go. Alpha I am, just know that it shows. It ain't a game, I'm really out here with the killers. So rep your set and tell them coppers come and get us. We are the legends in the streets, they won't forget us. We are the legend in the streets, they won't forget us. I'm back on the streets like I never left. I bet that it won't be a problem. Cause I am the beast that you shouldn't test. This Goonie done turned to a goblin. I'm flooding the block with the work. Ain't stressed because I hit the perp. The locals be going berserk. Hands up or get put in the dirt. I'm back on these streets like I never left. I bet that it won't be a problem. Cause I am the beast that you shouldn't test. This Goonie done turned to a goblin. I'm flooding the block with the work. Ain't stressed because I hit the perp. The locals be going berserk. Hands up or get put in the dirt.
Oh, another great single from JP. It's Never Left. Just gotta love it, folks. Honestly, with all things considered, I look forward to seeing what else he brings to the play, especially what our other artists bring as well. I mean, seriously, we got some amazing voice talents out there. Just a couple of shout outs to our boys out here. We got Sean Don, we got JP, we got Rich, and we got Leo out here. Is our four major singers, our four horsemen, if you want to call it like that. And they definitely have been working hard out here with all kinds of singles for you guys. Now, what singles are they working on currently? Well, I unfortunately can't say. It's just kind of how it works. You know, I can only play what we've released out here. That's just how it works because, if we release something that's not even quite there, or not even quite finished yet, it can be really, really bad because who knows? Our guys really like to change a lot of stuff, and also mix and change stuff as they go along, especially with the beats and whatnot. Definitely would be nice to see you out here though. So more people out here. So if you think you have what it takes to be an artist out here, especially for Rockford Records, just come on by down 7210 and just talk to JP, especially, or even Victor James, and definitely get to talking with them and seeing if they can hook you up and get you set up for a studio time. And hey, if you want to be on the podcast as well, you can do that too. Just contact myself, Xavier Guile, or you can just tweet about it. Even I'll come find you if you want. Honestly, though, with all things considered, we do offer advertising packages, especially for businesses. If you have a specific business, we can sit here and chat about that business for days on end. That's for sure. I mean, honestly, with all things considered, like we just opened up Yellow Jack with the Spartans, and that was just amazing to see. Again, if you weren't here earlier for the start of the podcast, the Yellow Jack bar is the bar that's owned by the Spartans just outside of Sandy Shores, just about a little north from the penitentiary site. You just can't miss it because there's a giant ass, like, I'm talking like drivers, like a drive-through size fucking theater TV sitting on the front of the porch. Like, it is the size of the fucking building easily. I mean, that's where all the money went for everybody's parts and whatnot. That's for sure. That TV is fucking huge. I mean, I cannot lie. That thing is just downright big, and it is amazing to see. And honestly, we hope for the best for them, especially. It's always nice to work with everybody in the city, especially. Like, it doesn't really matter who you are. We'll work with you. We'll do what we can to work with you. How's everybody's day going so far? Everybody having a fun time out here in the city? I know I am, that's for sure. It's been quite an interesting day, to say the least. I don't know about you guys, but I have been dealing with a lot of crazy shit just in the city. I mean, like I said earlier, I just was walking by and about got shot, honestly, on my way into the office. Well, the studio, I should say. I kind of wish this place was an office, but, beggars can't be choosers, It'd be nice to have JP's desk, Maybe one of these days I'm gonna have to steal it. Just grab this whole desk and just drag it all across the stage and just bring it right on in here into the podcast room. That's for sure. Nah, JP, I'm just fucking with you, man. You know me. JP and I go way back. We're talking like when we were kids and back in Fudge Lane days. Shout out to the Fudge Lane boys, that's for sure. I don't know if anybody knows who they were, but we were a niche group of people, mostly racers for the most part. Started off from living out there and digging in trash cans and robbing folks to now we're here. I can talk about all that now. Statute of limitations and all that shit, or however you want to phrase it. I don't know. I ain't no lawyer. Maybe I shouldn't talk about it. Who knows? But I don't really care. Who cares anymore? Honestly, people tweet about everything anymore. I've seen people tweet about, them just shooting up cops and then just taking pictures with their bodies and whatnot. Honestly, I haven't seen that lately here, but definitely now since when I mentioned it, it's going to be more of a common thing now. I'm going to have a nickel for every time that happens. You know what? Let's get another single going from Sean Dawn here, the Chiliad Cypher.
Once again, welcome back to the Chiliad Cypher. Of course, by now, you know your host, Sean Dawn. We're gonna get into it like this, though. Flow so crazy. Ain't gotta say it again. I never pretend. I keep it 100 at all times. Nothing fake about me, baby. Sean Dawn. I'm that dude, you act rude, I keep a tool close by. Even when I'm out eating wonton, I'm too cool. Like the toenails on a polar bear, long hair, I don't care, I keep her wet like a pool. You feel me? Just like my masseuse do, no need for a Blue's Clues to find out I kill beats, I'm Sean. Just like Neo, I'm no one. Mount Chili, yeah, it was fun. Thanks to Blaze It for the blunt. When I get high, I stay fly. No pun intended. Go back to the beginning because that's it. I'm finished. Gone. Had to channel my inner the baby on this one. Appreciate y'all listening. And I'll catch you on the next one. Holla.
Oh, that's a fun time to say the least. Definitely something else that's for sure. It's been certainly crazy out here in the city. Has anybody else noticed a whole influx suddenly of Elmos? Is that just me, or am I seeing more and more people in Elmo costumes? Like just last week when we were setting things up, just to kind of hang out and shoot some shit with people down in Polito, all of a sudden out of nowhere we ran into this guy in an Elmo costume. Just started trying to beat the shit out of our boy Vic at first. Thankfully, though, of course, we laid that guy flat on his face, but then suddenly another one showed up, and then another and another. I mean, they just show up out of nowhere. All these fucking guys in Elmo costumes. You'd think it was some kind of like party or something like that with them. That's for sure. Fun times to say the least, though. Fun times. You gotta love it when fucking Twitter doesn't post your image right, that's for sure. Guess you gotta do it the old fashioned way of just posting the image and not having anything else in it. Still, though, hopefully Racer X gets that fixed. Hopefully soon. Hell of a name, though, if you ask me. I wonder what he does for a living. You think he works in the mines? Speaking of the mines, I don't know if you guys have heard, but I certainly heard it when I was passing on by. There was a massive fucking shootout the other day down at the mines. Now, I don't know about you, but I personally have been robbed down at the mines 4 times. I mean, it gets ridiculous. The mine shafts, you can make a good chunk of change, that's for sure. A good, healthy chunk of change. And take it from someone who knows. For every 25 silver ignats that you make, only smelt one of them into a silver ore. That's a tip from the pro so that you can make sapphire necklaces. Can't argue with that one bit. I mean, honestly though, I understand that it's the hustle, like it's so much easier just to go to the mines, find somebody who spent that first half hour fucking grinding and drilling all fucking day. Oh, no, I'm totally not biased at all on that matter. But hey, it is what it is, honestly, But I have seen more and more people getting their trunks robbed out there, especially. I wonder if that shootout had something to do with people just getting sick of it and just fighting back. I don't know. Either way, whoever the hell was involved, hopefully everybody's okay. Because, the more people who listen to us, the better, honestly. We take no sides and no positions. Me personally, I side with the people who, bust their ass off, getting stuff taken care of and getting stuff done. But that's me personally. My viewpoints are not that of Rockford Records. Let's get that straight right away right now. That's something that everybody needs to understand. What I say on this podcast, especially when it comes to opinions, they are that of my own and not of Rockford Records. So don't come down to the record studio and start blasting everybody in here because I said something. Please don't. Seriously, please don't. We already paid the cleaners for this place. I really don't want to see that bill again. Holy fucking shit. Even the construction bill was an absolute ridiculous price tag. But you know what? To say the least, we got a really nice studio. We got 2 studios set up. One set up just for voiceovers, another one set up for our entire group. I mean, it is just amazing out here. Honestly, come on down here. Take a tour of the place. See if it's for you. I mean, again, us at Rockford Records, we're not biased when it comes to music production. If you want to do rock, rap, hip-hop, K-pop even, or metal, we don't care. As long as you got what it takes to make a song, that's all we ask for out here. Now, our main focus right now is, of course, the rap and hip-hop side of things, but, that's just because our artists right now, that's their specialty. And they're damn good at it, too, that's for sure. How do I know this? Well, I'll show you this one. How about we go with our latest single from Rockford Records, Fade Away.
Like the way you die, boy.
God damn son of a bitch! Yeah. In order to get where you aspire to be, you gotta have Moses and staff and the mark of the beast. Make sure you dressed up, pressed up, then your dick is increased, so don't be plaka to the hospital sheets. There goes the madness. Couple years doing the most to be able to boast that I'm the fucking baddest. Heavies and mad clips. I've been banking on a payday since my heyday. Now I'm creating classics.
New to this game, but I still teach you a lesson. You trying to see Jesus, cause his tool could be a blessing. Raised in the slums, but now I'm rocking designer. JP saw me put in work and said, we gotta sign ya. I'm about this life, it's all that I know. This ain't just bars that I'm spitting, this ain't just a show. Married to the game, and I'm never gon' cheat. Grinding through the night so my people can eat. Break bread.
They don't believe it.
Oh, but they will.
They thought I would never break away of the misconceptions they betrayed. But hold on, I've broken through it. Cause I've been planning my escape, hoping that my pain will fade away. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
They screaming out Richie, say I'm always getting mentioned. Try to stay out the way, cause the feds be listening. In the kitchen, the chemists think I'm the best at whipping. Hit the pot and they lock, have the fiends in their feelings. But you know the difference between me and them bitches. See, they fiending for drugs and me, my palms, they itching. See, I get it and flip it. I gotta go get it. Snatch the Benz out the lot. It's 63, yeah, I'm whipping it. Slide down through the trenches. Said, what's up, the little pimpin'? Kick P for a minute, and then it's back to the chicken. Rockford Records to business. We get it and spend it. I ain't changing my image for no label or winning.
Unchained, I broke free from the mind games. Call Batman up for this crime wave. This in double R, man behave. Might as well say bye with this heat wave. Cause I'm Sean Dunn, and I'm the best yet. Whether I'm out hacking or packing texts, I just got a text. Guess the check hit. About to hit the clothing store for a fresh fit.
They don't believe it. They don't believe it. They thought I would never break away of the misconceptions they betrayed. But hold on, I've broken through it. Cause I've been planning my escape, hoping that my pain will fade away. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
I got the mags if you needed some more subscriptions. If you wanna press that issue, my page is coming extended. I'm a fucking workaholic, I'm feeding for that addiction. I'm a walking NRA cause I'm bleeding out ammunition. Please hide your children, hide them all. Cause the way I'm writing my wrongs, I go left, so you should really cover distance. How do I say it with so much conviction? Guess I built different. If you booby baller, you wouldn't leave behind a whole witness. My day one spent his time inside of a kitchen. He was serving dope, now he's serving time in federal prison. Serving snow flurries, yeah, we gon' light you up like it's Christmas. No mistletoes be on sight, my bullets still finna kiss him. I'm a marksman, I pin him. I go off and I'm with them. Out on star shit, I end them. Fuck them all cause I spin them. Fuck the law till it's backwards, I am awesome, it's ridiculous. I sent you off with a notice, don't you get caught with an eviction. That's my depiction, you heard me but didn't listen. You said came at me sideways, then I ended your whole commission. That's what happens when you taking the greatest to competition. Now your numbers looking packed, that's the wackiest contradiction. Those bars went over your head, I've been petty since the beginning. I kick dope shit, homie, like I'm knocking a bad addiction. Now look at these pussies, they gon' play the card of a victim. Got my carbon fiber 2, I let it off and I'm blicking bow bow bow.
Whew. You gotta love that one. That was Fade Away, and that's done by all of our artists out here at Rockford Records. Sean, Rich, Leo, JP, and even a special guest in that one. Let's see if you guys catch who it was. Regardless, though, we're reaching the end point of our set out here at Rockford Records. Honestly, all things considered, I think it was a good first day. What does everybody else think about it? What do you think we should talk about on these little podcasts that we have for you guys? We're going to shoot to make these an hour long at least every week, maybe even every Friday night, just to kind of catch up on everything and catch everybody up on events that happen out in the city, that's for sure. Send out a tweet to us out here at Rockford Records, especially of what you guys want us to talk about, because we can never ask for enough content, that's for sure. Anyways, I hope everybody has a safe and happy weekend. I know I will. I know I'll be dizzy and banging my head against the wall getting some stuff fixed. Please ignore the phone. That mono eye tone was just my phone freaking out. Till then, everybody, this is Xavier Guile for the X Show. Talk to you guys next time.